I've been left high and dry. I've been stranded by Malaysian buses, by the Suasana Tony, whatever that is. Good morning. Welcome back to another award-winning YouTube video, Advisor Danny. However, this is a bit of a sad video. I was left stranded a few days ago in the beautiful city of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur and Malaysia as a country, like Indonesia, have a lot of good things going for them. One of their emphases on going cashless is a ridiculous idea, however, and needs to be changed. One of the things I noticed in Indonesia and Malaysia, great people, unfortunately, policies, taxation and otherwise, that not good for people that live in those countries, nor for those who would like to come visit like I did, either as a tourist or as somebody that travels most of their life for a variety of reasons, sometimes helping small business owners, sometimes making videos, sometimes just wanting to go see a new place. Anyway, those are all subjects for another video. Companies like 12go's Asia or whatever they're called, and Book Away and Book Easy and the many kinds of quote unquote helpful apps that make travel possible often do a very good job. But I experienced another side, and to this date, what I'm about to tell you and show you in a very short video has not been rectified. No attempt to make things right, only shifting blame and making unfounded, ridiculous excuses. Saying that the supplier tried to do what I'm saying they did not do, and that is come and pick me up at midnight at the bottom of the Kuala Lumpur Central Station, in a place where they have no business having a bus stop, because there's nobody there at that hour of the night, and there was no bus that came by, and they claim somebody came by 2 times. Unfortunately, they don't know I was there for 3 hours. I was there early and in plenty of time, and I waited long after they should have been there, even if they stopped like the bus drivers do to pick up a piece of chicken or a package or somebody in the middle of nowhere. Unfortunately, I was in the middle of nowhere and they didn't pick me up. So they let me down, and all the companies involved are responsible. You don't shift blame to this, what are they called? Suasana Tony or something like that. I'll spell it out here in the video. So let me just share what happened to me that night, because in my tired stupor after flying from Yogyakarta, Indonesia to Kuala Lumpur and making my way with the KL Express downtown early and going and scouting out the area and making sure that I knew where I was supposed to be and at what time, and I was early as usual. I did my part, paid for the ticket, showed up early, waited way past the time. And these companies let me down, all of them. And so far, have done nothing to fix it. Zero, other than make excuses. I've told them I'm going to keep using them because majority of the time they do a good job. The worst bus company in Malaysia, maybe in Thailand, is this Suasana Tony. And the best I've found was this Allison, who I've now used 2 times. Very nice, kind of like VIP service, and doing exactly what they say they're going to do when they say they're going to do it. So why don't I just show you what I experienced, and then you can decide for yourself whether you're going to use them in the future and whether this video was helpful or not. As I wind down my time here in Koh Samui. Tomorrow I'm headed to Hua Hin. Okay? And so far I'm expecting things to be a lot better. Well, have you ever been stranded in Kuala Lumpur at a tiny little pretend bus station underneath KL Central? That's where I am. I'm right here. And this one, he seemed to be very friendly and told me that I should go at 11:30 and sit where my bag is, right there next to my friend who's going to Indonesia. And so I came, as I usually do, early at 11 p.m. There were people here, there were buses going, all these booths were open, and they kept saying, just wait, you know, it'll be coming. And he showed me pictures of what the bus should look like. So I've just been biding my time, and now it's an hour past. I don't know how long this is going to go. I have no option. And flew, after a 2-hour delay at the airport with AirAsia, flew to Kuala Lumpur. Then I took a train to Central and got here about 8 o'clock in the evening. I had already booked and paid for a bus, 8-hour bus ride to Hat Yai in Thailand, 1 hour past the border, leaving at scheduled 11:55 p.m., just before midnight. So I came here 9 o'clock or so to check where I should be. There was a rather large guy that works in this shop right over here. Mine is Suasana Tony. So what happened is I showed up here. You can see there's nobody here. It's now well after midnight. I'm in the basement, very hot, sweating. I woke up this morning 5:30 in Jakarta, Indonesia. Well, have you ever been stranded in Kuala Lumpur at a tiny little pretend bus station underneath KL Central? That's where I am. I'm right here. And well, have you ever been stranded in Kuala Lumpur at a tiny little pretend bus station underneath KL Central? That's where I am. I'm right here. And I utilize Bookaway, Asia, Go Asia something 123. I'll be putting pictures in, and they booked me in their system on a bus to Thailand that was supposed to be here 1 hour ago. It's part of this group. I came here 3 hours ago to find out where I should be. It's Suasana, and mine is Suasana Tony. So, that's the way it is, my friends. Now you know the story. You know exactly what happened to me. I showed up early. I was there early. I waited long, till about 2 a.m. That guy, by the way, that was sitting there going to Indonesia, he thought there would be a night bus to the airport and had to wait until 3 a.m. He was actually pretty helpful to me because he let me have use of his hotspot since I didn't have a SIM or Wi-Fi. And that way I could look around for an alternative bus route, which caused me to pay for a Grab to go to TBS, the bus, actually a real bus terminal, unlike this place, and pay for another bus line, Ellison, that would leave at 6:30. So I spent 4 or 5 hours in the bus terminal walking around in circles with a lot of people. And that's the way we travel sometimes when we choose to travel, trusting people, and most of the time the suppliers do a great job. This time they didn't, none of them. And none of them have tried to make a wrong right. And that's my biggest beef. When you screw up, fix it. And then we all move on happily together, continuing to use the services that you offer, that this time you didn't. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. It'll have to do with a hotel recommendation, a more upbeat, positive message. I gotta go to the bathroom. Bye-bye.